Hello, everybody. Welcome to United States History Part 2, U.S. history from 1865 until fairly close to the present. We won't get all the way up to the other day, but we'll get about 10 years ago or something like there. This class is going to look at U.S. history, and we're going to, do the standard U.S. history course where we talk about, political evolutions, the way the parties are going to shape themselves into what they currently are. We're going to look at struggles for equality from different groups of people through the United States. We're going to look at different policy developments and how those kind of shape things long term. We'll even dabble a smidge, not too awful much, into a little bit of economic history. I promise we won't do that a whole lot. But the big thing that we are going to do, though, is we're going to depart from sort of the standard United States history course by looking at things through the lens of popular culture and through the arts. We're going to see the ways in which the arts influenced U.S. history, because you do have some people that are making very powerful statements through their various art forms and having an impact and shaping American culture and American public policy and economic policy through those cultural statements. And then we're also going to see the ways in which the arts are impacted by both policies, by state governments, the United States government as a whole. But we'll also see how the arts are impacted by various struggles and issues that are going on within the country. So a sort of a quick run through of the way that the class works. Every week, I'll post something in announcements. This class is a little bit of an older class that we're using as a model here, but you'll know when the final exams are coming up. You'll know what we're covering that week, what assignments typically we're going to have every single week. If we have something unusual, hardly ever a schedule change or something like that, that'll be in the assignments. Over here in course information, you'll find your syllabus. There's one of our assignments in there, student resources, things like that. Make sure to read through the syllabus. There's a syllabus quiz. And here's the big area. Every week we're going to have textbook readings, and that's where you'll get the bulk of the standard side of what we would get for U.S. history. But every week we'll have a lecture video on usually some kind of popular culture issue that is going on at the time that's either, pushing for something, receiving some pushback from something, or just social commentary, and sometimes, just a different take on things. And we'll kind of use this area in the course content area for those videos. I'll post lecture videos in here almost every week. I think the only weeks that I tend to not are exam weeks. I tend to just kind of give you a week off of listening to me prattle on about things. Watch these videos, read the chapters in the textbook, and then every week our discussion boards. That's where we're really going to hit these art issues. We're going to look for that social commentary and what these people are speaking to. A lot of times I'm going to ask you for parallels to things going on recently. We'll discuss a lot of efforts by state governments, local governments, occasionally even the federal government to crack down on art forms and various statements that artists are making. And sometimes I'll ask what's going on today that is a solid parallel to this, or other statements for equality, things like that. So the discussion board, that's where we're really going to dig into our efforts to dig into the artistic side of things. Also pop in here to tests and quizzes. This week you've got a syllabus quiz. Please take care of that right off the bat. Also, in addition to the syllabus quiz, go into discussions and introduce yourself to the class. Say as much or as little as you want. Especially, why you're taking this particular class that's focused on, popular culture and art as opposed to a standard U.S. survey. So syllabus quiz and introductions right off the board, and then in the test segments, here are all your exams. We'll have 2 tests and then a final exam. Final exam is never comprehensive. It's just not really my style. It only covers the chapters that are noted in the syllabus. Sorry. Exams come from the textbook as well as lecture. So don't really just kind of think that I'm just going to read the textbook and get away with things. You definitely have to kind of hang out with me for the lecture videos as well, because a decent amount of test material comes from there. So again, welcome to the class. Take care of your syllabus quiz, introduce yourself to the class, and then sometime before next week, watch the first video. It'll be in the course content section. Watch the first video. We are going to look at the post-Civil War period. During that period, the nation is undergoing a tremendous wave of mourning. And we're going to see how different artists conceptualize that. We'll also see how a couple of artists used that grief to rip people off, because you can. Unfortunately, grieving people are sometimes easy marks, and we'll see that, and we'll have some interesting comparisons. So check that out in the videos, and we will see you later.